Kate and Prince William made key move on George to steal all Sussex spotlight and ruin their plot. Kate and Prince William may send Prince George to school in Berkshire to help the future king forget about his huge destiny, according to a royal expert. Mr. Larkham's comments come amid reports the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have been looking at schools in Berkshire. The royal expert told magazine, "I think it's a good statement of intention from William and Kate because Kate obviously grew up there and William went to school there. They live in London because they kind of have to, but they're country people at heart. This is a natural move for two very caring parents to follow the Middleton framework. Berkshire is also closer to the grandparents on both sides, so maybe their intention is almost to let George forget about his huge destiny, go off to a school in the home counties and try and make it as normal as possible." Kate grew up in Berkshire and her parents Michael and Carole Middleton currently live in Bucklebury. Meanwhile, the Queen has mainly been based at Windsor Castle since the COVID pandemic. Prince Harry acknowledged the people of Ukraine on Saturday night, as he and Meghan Markle collected a prestigious award. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were special guests at the NAACP Awards, where the couple were honoured with the prestigious President's Awards to mark their special achievement for distinguished public service. Past recipients of the honour include Colin Powell, Condoleezza Rice, LeBron James, Rihanna, Muhammad Ali, and Jesse Jackson. It's inspiring to think about the legacy of the Image Awards, which began shortly after the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 were passed into law, Meghan began the couple's speech with on Saturday night. Wearing a stunning one-shoulder light blue dress, the mum of two continued, "Today, we can continue that legacy by re-establishing federal voting protections in our country and fulfilling the work of civil rights giants, like the late John Lewis. We are so deeply humbled to be here in the company of so many illustrious awardees." Continuing the couple's joint acceptance speech, Prince Harry took the time to offer their solidarity to the people of Ukraine once again. The family currently split their time between Kensington Palace in the capital and their Norfolk home Anmer Hall. In 2018, Prince George stood next to his cousin Savannah Phillips for the Trooping the Colour, and as the royal family waved to the public, Zara Phillips' daughter playfully covered George's mouth. 28 years earlier, Prince Harry had done the exact same thing when he placed a hand over 2-year-old Princess Beatrice's mouth during the Queen's birthday celebrations. Discussing the two adorable moments, the royal expert said, "Harry was a joker and still is. The younger children like Beatrice and others are the same. I think it is what children do." Meanwhile, the security expert commented on how Prince George and Savannah were noticeably standing at opposite ends of the balcony in 2019. He added, "The following year, George and Savannah were separated and I think that was probably down to the parents who probably had a quiet agreement beforehand so they didn't take any focus away from the Queen." What's more, Princess Charlotte was dubbed Kate Middleton's mini-me by royal fans after she adorably copied her mum's hair toss. Earlier this month, Kate Middleton appeared on a video call with teachers from Ribbon Academy, County Durham, while sitting in her office at Kensington Palace. As she chatted to the essential workers, the Duchess was filmed twisting her long brown ponytail and tossing it over her shoulder to keep it out of her face. And while most of us wouldn't have thought much of this, it reminded die-hard royal fans of Princess Charlotte's first day of school back in 2019. Arriving at the school gates with her parents and older brother Prince George, a nervous-looking Charlotte was pictured tossing her ponytail before being introduced to her new teacher.